Hi, Rainy Bastarash here, and I'd like to ask you an important question. Have you gotten everything you wanted in life by now? In this video, you'll learn why you get what you want and why you don't. It's said that 97% of the money in this country is controlled by only 1% of the public. Think about that. Why does that happen? Why does 1% control about 97% of the income in this country? Is it an elusive secret that only the elite know? Is it a conspiracy? Okay. Or is it because most people are way too busy living their lives to plan their lives? There's actually two reasons that I'd like to speak about. The first one is that most people don't have goals. And secondly, those that do have goals don't know how to get them started or how to manifest them so they can attain their goals. Goals are interesting. First of all, less than 10% of society even have goals. What's a goal? A goal is something that you want, that you're working towards. I guess you could say it's a wish with a deadline. Okay, so it's not just a whim. You want something and you're working towards it. So, what do I want? When do I want to have it by? What do I need to get this goal? Do I need people? Do I need assistance? Do I need knowledge? Okay, so you're looking at all the different parts and working towards it. Now, only 10% have goals, but only 5% of society have clear, defined goals. So, I want to be rich. There's a goal. I want to have $2 million by this date from doing this that I can use for this. That's a defined goal, a clear defined goal. Now, only 2%, now see how this is really dwindling away? Only 2% of society, once they have a goal and have defined it, will actually work towards it. A lot of people have goals and, oh, I'm going to do that someday, when I get around to it type things, and they just let it go. So only 2% actually act on their goal, and only 1% of society continue following through on their goal until they attain it. So that's why about 2% of society controls 97% of the income that there is, because those are the ones that follow through to their goal. So it's not an elusive secret. It's not, any kind of conspiracy. It's just facts. It's numbers. So if you want to succeed, if you haven't gotten what you've wanted in life by now, then have you planned for it? Secondly, have you placed your order? Where it comes to manifesting your goal, once you have the goal, you need to put it out there. It's kind of like going to a restaurant, okay? You know what you want. You have your goal, okay? I want to have, let's say, surf and turf, okay? So a nice filet mignon and some scallops and maybe some shrimp. Oh, wouldn't that be good? So I walk into the restaurant, my mouth's watering with what I want, and I sit there. The lunch crowd comes in and goes out. It gets slow. It gets busy with the dinner crowd. Oh, I'm going to get it now. And the dinner crowd comes in and they leave. The place is closing and I still haven't gotten my order. So I asked a waitress, where's my steak? Where's my surf and turf? And she says, sir, you never placed an order. So you can have a goal and you can hang on to it and, hold it dear, put it in a safe spot. But if you haven't placed your order, you're not going to get it. That's a big part. That's more than half of the nickel, okay? So you need to place your order. Now, how do you place your order? Some people will place their order and they'll let it go. So just imagine yourself, and yeah, it's just like a restaurant. This is the restaurant of life. You can have anything in this world that you want if you order it properly. So imagine yourself going into a restaurant. Let's just say, let's get a lunch menu. You go into the restaurant and you want a sandwich. So you walk in and you go, I'd like to have a Oh, a steak sandwich. Okay. I got a steak on the mind today. I'd like to have a steak sandwich. And the waitress says, okay, I'll be back. So she goes out, she goes to the restaurant, to the, in the back, tells the chef, one steak sandwich. So he starts making the steak sandwich. Now, they don't just give it to you, they have to cook it, they have to prepare it. So it's being made. Once I place my order, it's being made in the kitchen. That's very important to understand. I'm looking at my watch, and the waitress comes back. I don't have time to wait for this. Just bring me a bowl of soup. So the waitress says, okay. She goes up back. She goes, he wants a bowl of soup now. So, hold the steak, give me the soup. So they're getting the soup. She comes back and, oh, she goes, I go, where is my soup? I can't wait for this. Can you just bring me a piece of pie? I'll just have dessert and go. So blueberry pie. So she goes up back, piece of blueberry pie. While they're cutting up the blueberry pie and getting it ready, I'm getting so impatient. I go, oh, just give me my check for the water. I'm getting out of here. I can't wait any longer. So I get up and I leave all discouraged. Sound familiar? Now think of it. I went in, I placed my order. My mouth was watering. I really wanted it, but I left before they can bring it to me. So what happened to that order? In the kitchen, out back, there is now a steak sandwich, a bowl of soup, and a piece of blueberry pie waiting for me. So it would have come. My goal, my order was placed and ready to come, but I did not receive it. I wasn't practicing expectancy. I guess I wasn't expecting to get it because I would have waited. Okay. I didn't have the belief. And these things are very important. You need to believe it's going to come. You need to expect it to come. You can imagine it. The more you imagine it, the faster it's going to come. But you need to stay there. You need to keep your crosshairs on the target until you get it. So how long do you wait for a goal? If it's a worthy goal, you wait until you get it. Because according to the law of attraction or the subconscious mind, the traits of the subconscious mind, whenever you place an order, anything you want and you focus on is immediately created in the subconscious world, or what they call the fourth dimension. We have four-dimensional beings living in a three-dimensional world, spiritual beings living in a physical world. So everything you focus on is created on the other side. Everything, if you think of it, everything was created in imagination. This cell phone, this microphone, the computer, or whatever you're listening to me or watching me on. Someone had a thought. Thoughts become things. They were created in the mind, in the fourth dimension, before they were made physically and made manifest here in this world. So this book right here, okay, I had to think it up before I could write this book. So I thought of it and I had it in the subconscious, and I had probably enough to fill this thing up 15 times. It would have been, maybe 800 pages. But what I came up with in the conscious world was this. So we live in a secondhand world. Your clothing was thought up before somebody created it, made it, and now you're wearing it. Your computer was thought up. I mean, it might have had rainbows coming out of it and music and everything, but this is the best thing you could make in this world. So we live in a secondhand world of thought. So anything you think of is created immediately over there, but you need to wait. There's a gestation period between there and here. You need to wait for it to get here. Otherwise, just think what would be in your house. You think of an elephant, there's one. You think of an alligator, and there's one right there, and you have to run, okay? So you have to, maybe 15, 17 seconds to focus on something where it's created on the other side, and then you have that gestation of getting it here. And in that time, you need to have expectancy. You need to believe. You need to wait for it to get here. Otherwise, it's kind of like taking a $20 bill. Okay, you placed your order, that's the $20 bill, and you throw it in the ground, and you walk away from it. Just like you walked away from your order. When you come back, someone else most likely will have picked it up. So somebody else is going to get your order. They'll probably get it for free because you walked away from it. Think of it. When's the last time you had a great business idea, a wonderful idea, and kind of almost a goal, but you didn't act on it? Okay. Remember how a lot of people have ideas, they define their goals, but they don't act on it? You didn't act on it. And about 2 weeks, a month later, someone else came up with your idea. You just threw that $20 bill on the ground and someone else found it. So create your goals, make clear, defined goals, act upon your goals, and follow them all the way through. Once you have your goal, place your order. How do you place your order? By focusing on it a couple times a day and focusing and using your imagination and imagining yourself already having it. That is placing your order and keep on doing that until you get it. So once again, I'm going to ask you, what do you want? And have you placed your order? So go ahead and do that. And a great way to get this ball rolling, to know what you want, to place your order, and to get it out into the universe is to put it in writing. So in the comments, write down, what do you want? Write down your goals so other people can see that. Because guess what? The power of numbers, other people read your goal, they're focusing on it. And with other people focus on your goals, it's helping you to manifest it quicker because there's more power. Thoughts become things. I call it the law of thought and effect. That's how everything in this world came to be. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd like you to share it with others, those people that you care about, that you'd like to see them have goals and manifest their goals and be successful as well. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.